Girl. Hey! And am I recording? Oh, good, I am.
Are you recording? Okay,
I am.
I was whipping my hair back and forth.
Yes, Willow Smith. Yes, Willow Smith. Yes.
I am super rich and my parents are super famous, but I am so angsty.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that ever again. No, the tongue thing. That our dear listeners are watching. Well, our dear patrons are watching right now. So
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. And I'm telling you to stop, girl. We are just two men in dresses right now. We are not.
We're just two men in dresses, and we're here to be the gayest thing around.
I mean, that's not true. That's not true. George Santos exists.
It's part of my statement.
Oh, is that your statement?
Is it? I'd like to make a statement.
Girl, what have you been up to?
Today? Just in general.
Just in general. Give these people what they want.
Gucci, I'm tired.
Lord.
I'm tired. I had improv practice last night, so
okay.
I'm a little bit pooped from that. That was a lot. We had to come up with a show in 10 minutes. That was our challenge. It was like, you have 10 minutes, create a show. So we had to split into groups. So it was a lot.
That sounds exciting.
It was fun. I mean, we made each other laugh. That's always like the best part about all of that.
Yeah. So I've got a question. Does your improv always like turn to sex by the end?
Nah.
Okay.
No, because we have like too many nerds on our thing. So we do tend to.
Does it always go to Star Wars in the end?
No, it's just that there is like a lot of times like a kind of an action-y thing, you know, because we do have a lot of very physical comics in our company. Okay. So yeah, that happens a lot of times. Sex is not a huge. We do have a lot of giving births though. That happens a lot, giving births. I don't know. I think it's just fun for the audience to watch like a person emerging.
I will fully admit right now, if you're new to this podcast, Mame is into improv. It
is what it is.
I cannot.
Dear listeners, I've been literally doing it for like 7 years at this point, and Mims could care less. But it was nice
I
for
am happy. It makes you happy as long as you don't make me have to watch it. That is the line, girl. And I know you won't. I know you will never make me watch it because that is an understanding that we have. Because the moment that you do, our friendship's over and our dear listeners lose everything.
Oh my gosh, dear listeners. If you believe in all of this, clap. No, I'm sure. Yeah, no, I would never. Girl, I would never suspect you to that ever.
I have seen an improv show once.
That was the thing you did.
With like a improv troupe that's been in Raleigh for years and years and years.
Oh, I didn't know Raleigh had an improv.
Yeah, Comedy Works. They've been here forever.
Interesting.
They keep having to move because rent. Yeah. Last year's rent, this year's rent. Girl, we were driving along to downtown, going to the food hall, and my husband and I, we're like, I was asked him to pay his portion of the mortgage. And I was like, could you please, pay the rent? And he tried to put on rent onto the Spotify, and it was Norwegian rent.
What?
Yes, it was.
There are multiple rent soundtracks out there,
and they are like true to like the lyrics are very true. And the word, I'm looking it up, it is, God, what is the word? That's not it. It must not have been Norwegian. It must have been Danish.
Danish? Oh, that sounds good right now.
I know. I love a good Danish, especially a cheese
one. like a
That's
good
not
Danish
it.
is so good.
It's not rent. It's debt. It's debt because yes. It's hold on.
I'm trying to think, like, if I was having this same argument or same conversation with my husband, I would probably play Money from Cabaret if I was going to be picking a song.
I believe it's Guild.
Mm-hmm.
This year's Guild. Next. No, it was schooled. It was schooled. I remembered it. The word was schooled. I have to look. I don't know where it's from. Anyway, girl, that's the story I just had that is gone.
Like a candle in the wind.
Girl, I'm wearing a dress, and do you know what I'm wearing up underneath this dress?
What?
Warm-up pants. And do you know what? When I painted my eyes the first time, I tried a new product by ColourPop. I used it's some kind of eyeshadow. You're just supposed to use your finger and rub it on.
Yes.
Girl, that eyeshadow somehow ended up all the way around my eye. And I was like, and it was dark purple black. And I was like, it looks like I got two sparkly black eyes right now.
That was your ancestors trying to tell you something. They're like, this is the look for tonight. This is it. This is the look for tonight. I have the opposite of that, right? I have it's like
your ancestors tell you to go back home.
Green. Mine are saying, green girl, go. But I'm here.
Are you here? Are you though? Are you here? Are any of us truly here?
Do you know where you're going?
Girl, speaking of, hold on. Did you see the video I sent you on the Facebook?
No.
Girl, did you not watch the Whitney Houston drag queen that I sent you on Facebook?
When was this?
When you said you were this was what you were looking forward to in the day. And then I sent you
I haven't looked yet.
Yeah, you can enjoy that. Hold on here. We're going to pause this for a second.
And I remember saying, Lord,
we're back. And girl,
yes.
Speaking of Whitney Houston, did you know that we have a Patreon?
Say what?
That's right, dear listeners. If you go to patreon.com, whoop, whoop, Mims and Mame, you can throw some money. And Mame, do you know what our dear listeners get?
Dick pics?
No.
Oh, darn it. No. Whole pics?
No. Although one time someone was like, hey, want to see a rosebud? And before I could say no, they showed me a picture that is forever engraved on my brain.
What? Were they from Wilton Manors? Because that's a thing.
Dear listeners, do not Google what a rosebud is if you do not know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. You get to see this podcast right here, in early release.
Early.
With us in the lightest of drag. Right now, Mame looks like she could be a third actor in the background on A Different World.
I was going for Soul Train dancer in the background, but that's me.
Well, you failed. And girl, you ain't moving.
Especially with this thing on me, I do look like one of those background people from Different World.
You do. I told you. I
hate this. I'm taking this off, and I'm not taking it off. It's comfortable.
And I look like I'm wearing green hair. Hey, man.
You look like a test pattern, honey. A test pattern. The test has failed, girl.
But it's green. It passes.
It passed.
Girl, I'm getting sparkles in my eyes, and they hurt. Hey, man.
I feel the same way about this video. You keep hitting my eye. I'm like,
I don't know if you can see my eye makeup, though. I am actually really.
I like it. It's very Ursula.
Thank you. I was.
I see. I get Ursula vibes off of it.
Well, good. That's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, man.
Copyright.
Man. Did you know that we have another podcasts?
Say what?
That's
Lots
right.
of them.
Baking Sugar, our Designing Women podcast, and babe, and You Slay Me,
Ooh.
our Murder She Wrote podcast.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mame.
Yeah,
Mame. Did you know that we have merchandise?
Do we?
That's right. If you go to mensmame.com, you buy something. Hey, Mame. Mame. Do you know what I love?
You love a good old 5-star review, honey.
That's right, I do, and I'd love for this headpiece to stay in my wig so I can actually hear. Keeps on
Is that what we're
sliding
calling it?
back and forth.
Oh, you were talking about the headpiece. I thought you were talking about your wig. I was like, we're calling it a headpiece now? I thought those are usually like attachable. Like those are, you attach that to
That's
the
right,
rest
ma'am.
of
I love 5-star reviews. They mean a lot to me. And I would love it if our dear listeners would leave one for this when it becomes live. Wouldn't you?
You know what? You know what I love? Speaking of hair pieces, because it's been pageant season up on my Facebook, honey. And I was watching one of those girls put on those hair pieces, and basically, like all of this was like spray painted black. Like all of this, there's this little sprig of hair in the back that they attached that hair piece to. I was like, girl. Honey, like you need some hair on that head. Like it can't just be black spray paint and a little sprig of hair. But girl, she gone, honey. You do what you got to do. But it was a hoot. I've been loving these pageants.
This is season 1, episode 1, Moonlighting, pilot continued.
Hi, I'm Madeline Hayes, and this is David Addison.
Right. And we'd just like to take a minute or two before the show starts to welcome you back to another season of Moonlighting.
That's right. That's wrong.
Wait a
I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing
You're
here.
here because we're welcoming people back to another season.
Huh?
You're here because the network wants us to welcome the viewers.
Double
back.
huh?
You're here because Lou told you to
You
do
say
it.
it. You say it. The network says tonight's show is too short. The network says every show has to be 1 hour long. Not 59 minutes, not 61 minutes, 60 minutes long. We're a minute short.
Wait, no. Mr. Gamont,
And do you know
Mr.
why we're a
Allen,
minute short?
Karen, get my agent on the phone, please. Not because
Slow
I'm
down.
talking.
Well, maybe we
Talking
can
when
have
I'm
to last
talking.
an hour. That's it. I've had
That's it. If the
producers
producers want to welcome the viewers back,
they
let
can
them
do
do
it
it
themselves.
Ooh, part deux.
Part 2. So last time there was a dude who died. There was a punk who stole a watch. Maddie and David are fighting, and the punk puts the watch on Maddie's wrist. They go downstairs. They go to the cops. Mary Hart is there. It's a great time. Anything else to add, ma'am?
Mary Hart, honey. Mary Hart.
Sweetie.
Yes,
Sweetie, Mary Hart, darling.
honey. Yes.
Darling, Mary Hart, sweetie.
Everything. She made us gay. She's one of the things that made us
And
gay.
these are a few of my gayest things.
Oh my god.
With the puppy bites.
Girl.
With the daddy
stay away from them puppies.
screams.
Oh. Oh, the puppies. They always smell so bad.
Do they? I've never really been near one.
They're everywhere here. They don't smell great.
Well, do they shower?
I don't know. I don't go home with them. Probably not, because that's not what puppies do. So remember, they do exactly what puppies do.
They piss on themselves in crates. God. So yeah, that's a question. Do they stay in crates at night?
Sometimes. Have you ever watched one of their play parties? Yeah.
No.
I went to a bar once. I went to the bar. I just went to have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I walked
Which
into the bar.
Which bar was it?
This was back. What was that bar called? Rumors, I think it was. Okay. It's not Rumors anymore. That's where Hamburger Mary's is now. But I walked in. And I
wait,
one.
Was it Rumors like What's Her Doodle song? Like Lindsay Lohan song?
At the time,
Rumors,
yes.
baby, rumors.
It was, yes. At the time, it was that kind of Rumors. Then it turned more into like a Fleetwood Mac Rumors because there's a lot of lesbians. Lesbians took it over.
Gotcha. Go on now.
But at this time, it was the Lindsay Lohan Rumors.
Gotcha.
So I walk in, I hear all these sounds, and I'm like on the other side of the bar, and I was like, I walk the door, and there's just like a pen, and then there are just puppies in the pen, and they are sniffing each other, and I looked over because my friend was there. I was like, oh my God, hey, what's happening? He's like, oh, it's a play party. I was like, you say that as if I should just know what that is. And so that's all it was. They were literally in the pen for hours as if they were at an actual dog sitting place.
Didn't your ex's whatever he was, wasn't he a puppy?
I think at some point he was. Not during our thing, but at some point he was. Yeah.
Who was I don't even. Well, Maddie chases David into the garage.
Sorry, dear listeners, that spiraled for a moment there.
And she wants him out of her life.
I don't disagree with her. It's been not great these first few hours.
No, and he leaves, and he keeps saying goodbye, and she replies, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Well, she walks over to the phone, and a Porsche comes flying down, and it's the company car, and David's going to drive
one of the company cars.
One of two company cars.
One of the two Porsches.
Yeah. Well, she drives David to her house, her fantastic house. Which doesn't she lose at some point in the show?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
My memories, I mean, I remember this show. I remember this show even less than anything else we've done, but I remember it. I don't remember specific details about it.
I remember none of it. I remember loving Sybil Shepherd. No,
I remember there are certain things that I remember. Like, I know things that are coming, but yeah, I don't remember when or it's like two seasons, I think. Maybe 3, 2.5. Might have been half a season at the end. I can't remember. But yeah. So anyway.
Well, she drives him back to her house, and she gives him the car to drive home. She's like, here, you can bring it back to me yesterday.
Which I thought it was nice of her.
And she says, nothing personal, I just hate you.
You know, how many times have you said that to me? I tell you, it is beautiful. That kind of sentiment and honest transparency.
Transparent. I forgot that my mouth does this whenever I'm wearing this color lipstick. Dear listeners, kimchi lipsticks are the best.
Uh-oh, you better be careful. You don't have Kat Von D knocking at your door.
Isn't she canceled for some reason?
She's been canceled for multiple reasons.
Okay.
So she's trying to get back on the good graces. Recently, she renounced with the Wiccan, I guess, the witch stuff, and she is a born again Christian now. So she live streamed her baptism.
Dear listeners, I have nothing wrong with Christianity, as in fact I still am mostly Christian. But when Christianity is done for money, that defeats the entire purpose of the religion.
It does. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh wait, maybe not. It felt like it was really gonna happen. Yeah, but I didn't.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Oh God. Well, there's a person. There's a person with a gun in David's back, and there's a creepy man inside of her house.
We just started part 2, and there's already a plot twist. What?
Twist.
Oh my
twist. God, I forgot how bad cheap wigs are. Well, this is the same man who was chasing the punk in the car, girl.
Oh, that weird yuppie business guy.
Yeah, he's a businessman looking for a watch.
Why did you do that? You did it like an air traffic controller. You did like, instead of like that, you did that.
Because the quotes go around. I've always thought this was more appropriate. Because quotes go around things. They don't just...
Oh, no, it's just when he did it. It was like you gave like stewardess vibes. Like it was everything. I love it.
I've always wanted to be a stewardess.
Oh my God, you should come down here. Half of the people I know are stewardess.
But like on Pan Am.
You know that doesn't exist anymore, right?
U.S. Air, Piedmont still exists again.
Does it?
It does. It's a regional airline now.
Whoa!
I
Good for you, Piedmont. Good for you.
I love Piedmont Air back in the day.
Good for you, Piedmont.
Good for you. So we're inside, and they're sitting down on a couch, and a lot of people are willing to kill for this watch, girl.
Oh.
Well, Maddie is adamant she gave it to the police.
Okay.
And so he asks David what he thinks they're going to do. And David's like, you're going to apply duress. Until she tells you what you want to hear. So they manage to start a fight, and we see Alistair in a see-through shirt. Girl, did you see?
Girl.
Uh-huh.
So that shirt was awful, and even him being in like great shape, it did not help the fact that was a awful.
But girl, you could see his nipples.
He had large nipples.
If you're into that sort of thing, well, girl,
I remember there was a show that he was on.
I have 2 words for you. Tit pig. Anyway, go on. Dear listeners, do not Google that either, please. And thank you.
Unless you want to. There was a show that was, I think it was like the mid-90s, that took place in the Keys. My mom really loved it, but he was the sheriff of in Key West or something like that. He was so nice. Like, it was weird to see him because I never really seen him in anything else before. Okay. He was such a nice character. He was basically like a lovable, just like a kind of he was a side character. It was essentially like the Key West version of Northern Exposure. Had Jennifer Tilly in it. It was really actually quite good. Didn't last very long though. It was a little too conceptual. But yeah, I remember as soon as I saw him, I was like, wait, that's the guy from that show. But yeah, that shirt was I could see somebody wearing that shirt.
It was called Key West.
Oh, it was called Key West. Okay. I knew it was I knew it had something to do with keys, but I was like, I don't think that was the name of it. But yeah,
girl,
I really
is that Denise Crosby?
I don't remember. I know Fisher Stevens is in it. He was the star. Yeah, that was like we really enjoyed that show. I was really sad when
Denise Crosby. Is this what she left Star Trek for?
Is it?
Because it's 93.
I don't know.
Do you know who Denise Crosby is?
Yeah.
Okay. What year did
it was good.
Leave Star Trek? She left 1990, so that's a little soon. Or 1988, so that's a little soon.
Okay, so I've never that particular actor, I've never actually looked anything up until just now. He was in a movie with, tying into our other podcast, he was in a movie with Annie Potts called Pass the Ammo.
So David fights back and Maddie gets the gun. Girl, do not go down this rabbit hole. It's not worth it.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Then what'd I just say?
Hole.
David fights back and Maddie gets the gun. A fight ensues, girl. There's a fight. There's a...
Oh, no. Fight. Oh, fight.
Maddie shoots the gun. She's a very bad shot. She shoots everything.
She's such a bad shot.
And David is very bad at fighting. So together...
Well, I mean, look at what he's up against. Come on now. Good gracious. It's not this guy is just like a giant lump of muscle.
So you're saying Alistair's nipples could just wrangle him home?
What's that touching my uvula?
God, it's that one man with those. Do you have any piercings, babe?
Do you have any? I have no piercings and no tattoos. I have never been that adventurous.
I don't know. I don't know what you do with yourself in your private time.
Okay, you who call me the prude, the prude. You told me that a lot. Do you think I'm just gonna one day I'm gonna get a tattoo?
That's not prudish. That has nothing to do with being a prude.
I'm just saying, like you have known me most of
I
my
also know
life.
that you're averse to pain, so there's that.
I don't like it. I don't like pain at all. I mean,
does your husband have any tattoos?
Nope.
Does he have any piercings?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing it's like a very specific and strangely unique thing that we have in common.
I mean, neither do I or my husband.
You've never had I thought you had piercings at one point.
I had an earring at one point.
Yeah. I thought about getting an earring at one point, like 6 years ago, because it was like peer pressure, like some of my friends were doing it.
Well, girl, you could go now to Claire's and get the big hoops.
I mean, that's where I was going to do it because we were at lunch. It was my job, and we went to lunch at the mall, and people were like, "Let's get our ears pierced." And I was like, "Oh." And then that thing you just mentioned is the thing that I started thinking about again, and I was like,
Yeah. Don't get it done at Claire's. Go to a real. If you're going to get done, go to a real person and do it, and then you can.
What do you mean a real person? Where else do people get their ears pierced?
Like an actual ear piercer. Like
that's a thing?
Yes, girl.
Where would a person go? I've never seen like a sign for that before.
A lot of tattoo shops do it.
Oh, okay.
Like what was the place? Rock and Roll Emporium in Charlotte used to do it. That's where all of us got. Is that where I got mine? I think that's where I got my ear pierced.
That was my favorite store. I used to feel so cool when I went to that store. So cool. Couldn't afford anything.
Well, they lost the fight and they're drug and tied into the kitchen.
Dang it, hogtied, y'all.
And the businessman puts on the world's largest sausage onto a hot plate. It's like,
yes, he does.
You hear the sizzling sound, and like he's threatening Maddie and David. And
he like, the skin, honey. You don't want the skin against the heat, honey.
No. Although, girl, there is a place here called Big Ed's in Raleigh.
Yes.
That at breakfast time they have that Nahunta smoked sausage.
Oh,
girl.
Don't tell me that. We don't have a lot of good. We don't have a lot of good smoked sausage places here.
Well,
it's just not a thing.
It's because everybody's watching their cholesterol down there, girl.
Well, it's that plus it's chorizo.
That's true. Chorizo's good. Just eat chorizo.
I like chorizo, but it's not this. It's not quite the same.
It's spicy in a way that smoked sausage is.
Spicy. Yeah, it has there's a different type of ting to it. It's not even like the spice. There's
with all the Jewish delis, there's no smoked sausage down there.
They have kielbasa.
Kielbasa's good. I like kielbasa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Mame has her wants and needs. When I come down,
I want to smoke sausage.
When I come down, do you want me to bring some liver mush or liver pudding in a bag?
Don't you dare even play with me like that.
I will.
Don't. Oh my God. So let me tell you, when Mama Mame came, literally the minute I saw her, the first thought I said, I forgot to tell you to bring liver mush. Like it was like a flash of light. That's the first thought I had after hey, I'm glad to see you. And then I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You literally could have brought me stacks of it because they drove. Like you could have brought me a crate of it.
They drove?
Yes.
Like I'll bring you a couple because I can put them into a little
No, I know.
I could do that.
It was so funny. I was just like, I mean, if you had seen my face, I was like,
I will only bring it if you promise to fry some up in front of your husband.
My husband's had it before. You know he had. Girl, as soon as I hit Statesville that last time with him, I stopped at the Food Kitty on the way from Durham.
Now, I'm just saying that I can't really get liver mush. I can get liver pudding, but I can't get.
Then don't bring it. If it ain't gonna be liver, don't bring it. If it's liver pudding,
okay.
It ain't the same thing.
I understand. It ain't the same. There's a little more cornmeal in it. What? How do you eat it? It's got cornmeal. You just suffer.
Girl,
okay.
I've been suffering today because I had to have some Funyuns.
Girl,
Why do you think I'm
gotta
sneezing?
have Funyuns.
Why do you think I'm sneezing like this? Because I was having a stressful day yesterday, and I needed comfort food, and almost all my comfort foods have corn in it.
So Maddie swears that the watch is with the police.
Okay.
So the businessman and Alistair leave to go check with the police because he has friends there. And as the businessman's walking away, he goes, tongue pop.
Which is so weird.
What?
I'm like, is that Alyssa Edwards' daddy?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm like, hey, Mr. Edwards.
Can you do? That's about the
No,
best
I've never been able to do it. I don't even know how they do it.
You go up to the top of your back top and you go. I can't get it to go real loud. No, too far back. No. I told you to not do that again.
Different tongue thing. I wasn't the same thing.
Patrons. We're gonna lose patrons.
That was a different tongue thing. I didn't even make any sounds.
Well, Maddie unties David. And he's like, before I untie you, I've got a couple things to tell you.
Ooh. Okay.
He gets her a drink, makes her drink and says he's got the watch.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, David.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's like, she's like, you did this so we would have to work together. He calls her a ball of fluff. She calls him a sissy fighter.
I was like, girl, sissy fighter? That's
Sissy
like
fighter.
that's some mean words there, honey.
Sissy fighter.
Sissy that fight.
Now, sissy
that fight. Now swat, I say.
Now flick. Rip that wig.
Shablam, whip that wig.
And drop. Oh, God, girl.
Oh, my God.
He now says, are you calm? And she's like, I'm calm. Are you calm? I'm calm. He unties her. She stands up and decks him.
I'm proud of that punch because she showed David how to not sissy that fight.
It slap.
Why are we not recording these things? Oh, wait, we are.
We are. And we have right now, our patrons are only listeners. The first episode of this goes live the 20th. So this one will be about the 27th-ish.
Muzzle tov.
Oh, just in time for giving of thanks.
I know.
Are you going anywhere for Thanksgiving, Mame?
To the kitchen.
Okay. Are you having a get-together this year?
No, we don't never do that on Thanksgiving.
Are you? Now, I've got a question for you. Real talk question now.
Real talk.
You have another thing to do this Saturday. Are we recording on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
I think so. Oh no, I don't have me. Yeah, this week. This week's fine.
Okay.
This is not going to be because this is this is one of my less stressful events.
Okay.
Because it's just me hosting, but like it's like not even like the other kind of event where it's a giant event. It's like just a mid-size event. So
okay,
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Okay, you'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You're going to go to bed.
I'm calm.
You're going to be going to bed at 6 a.m. anyway. It doesn't matter.
Hey! Don't tell my secrets.
So David drives her to his office to rest. Maddie stays on the couch, and she's like, "I'm surprised you didn't take me back to your place." And he's like, "Would you have gone? Of course you would have." She calls him stupid but brave, and then asks, "Do you have a plan?" No, he does not.
Yeah.
No, he
definitely
does not.
Be sure.
Yes, we're sure he does not.
Okay, fine. Oh, David.
God,
David.
I should pin this hair back or something, like maybe
Get yourself a barrette.
a little barrette.
Little hair barrette.
A raspberry beret.
Yeah.
Kind you find at a secondhand store. A
Doo-doo-doo.
raspberry beret.
I think yesterday was his birthday or something like that. I saw a lot of Prince pictures.
Oh, cool. You know, that's a reason to go to Minneapolis.
Minneapolis! Come on, Janet Jackson, forever putting that word in my brain like that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
She says it in the song Escapade.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's because that's where the producers are from. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Random thing from Escapade.
You go back to Escapade, you listen to it, she's like, Minneapolis! I'm like, I never understood why she said that.
Well, David flirts with her a bit, and he's like, I'm the best at this. And she goes to bed. He goes to the other room. He starts playing Moon River.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Me too. Me too. You know, she did not want to be recorded singing that song.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that? I don't understand. Like,
she
why?
hated her voice. She thought that they were going to do a voiceover.
Sybil Shepherd.
No. Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, why did what?
Sybil Shepherd doesn't sing in this right now.
No, that's what I was saying. That's why you said that. I was like, wait, what?
I know.
I don't understand.
Sybil Shepherd does
when
have
you
a
said
good
she
voice.
didn't want to, when you said she didn't want to sing it, I was like, oh, I didn't know she was supposed to sing along with him.
No,
so that's what I thought you meant when you said that.
I understand your confusion.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the movie.
Gotcha.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah. So, because I was like, she sang on her other show. I didn't think she thought she had a bad voice.
What? Who thought she had a bad voice?
Well, let's move on.
You're still talking about this.
We're pulling an Abbott and Costello right now. Come on, Abbott.
Well, who's on first? I need to cut my toenails. I was just wiggling my feet around and my claws were cutting at my feet. And I'm like, oh no. I'm going to start snagging that sheet before too long. Oh God. I should just go get a pedicure. I love it.
Oh my God, you should do it.
I love a good pedicure. Do you like a good pedicure?
I've never had one.
You never had have you ever had a manicure?
Nope.
All right, girl. When I come down,
are we gonna get pedicures and manicures?
We're gonna get mani-pedis. Yes, we are.
Oh
yes,
my God.
Yes, we are. I just need you to find a place nearby the hotel. It doesn't have to be any place fancy. Just make sure it doesn't say anything about people getting toe fungus online. That's the only thing that.
Okay.
A Google rating of 4.3 or higher is preferred.
Okay. I think I have it committed to memory.
Oh, look, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Yay!
I'll make the reservation. It's fine.
Yay!
After 2 p.m. even.
Yay! You're so smart.
I know. Does your husband want one? No, it'll just be us. Okay.
He actually got one with his bestie once.
I just figured he doesn't like to be touched.
No, he got one with 69.
Okay.
Our patron 69.
Yeah.
Patron 69.
Well, we're at a pawn shop because they're trying to find out how much the watch is worth.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you know, it's Statesville Jewelry and Pawn.
Hey.
I love Statesville Jewelry and Pawn. Fine, upstanding people.
They are good folks.
They are good folks. The watch is worth 3 whole Rupel doll hairs.
Oh no! Every time. It throws me every time somehow.
I do it every time.
I know, and for some reason it tickles me every single time.
It has no hour hand.
Oh.
Has no works in it.
Oh.
And it's got some numbers etched on the back.
Wait, numbers?
Numbers. Like the
Numbers.
bad Sandra Bullock movie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like the book of the Bible.
No, girl. No. The most
Is that
boring
about
book
numbers?
of the Bible.
I don't really know what number is. Numbers about numbers? Like, is that?
Yeah,
why
it's a
called
list.
numbers?
It's just a list of. It's like a 3,000 oxen. Blah 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 blah. Yeah,
like a grocery list.
yeah. Basically, yes.
God's grocery list. 8,000 Gentiles.
They never put me in that list because I'm not Gentile.
No.
Did that sound transfer over? I don't know if it did. I'm not making it again.
Something transferred over. I don't know what that was. If we get sued later, we'll know it worked.
Good. So they leave. Maddie and David leave, and an old man, the one who was at the birthday party with the little girl.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah,
He's got the very charming accent.
yeah.
Which comes in, it's very important later on as to why he's
Gotcha.
German.
I was wondering where that dialect was from. It does change a little bit.
Probably LA at some point, some part.
It gets thicker and looser during this.
So he asks about the numbers. He asks multiple times about the numbers on the back of the watch. And when he doesn't get the numbers, he stabs the pawnbroker.
No, but he was a good guy. Yeah. Where are crackheads supposed to take VCRs now? I'm serious.
Girl, where are crackheads supposed to get VCRs? Or, electric guitars. Those seem to be the two things that are always in pawn shops back in the day.
Always a punch. It's like, I really need an electric guitar today. Let me go to the pawn shop.
That's where I got my first and only electric guitar.
That's where I got. Actually, no. I think the pawn shop is where I got my trumpet from.
Oh yeah,
because they had like a brass section also. Yeah.
Because students give up their stuff. I bought a flute from a pawn shop too.
Oh, what'd you do with that flute?
Nothing.
Oh.
I was trying to do. I was thinking of how to work the Fergie song in here. What you do with all that junk? My lovely lady loves, but it doesn't work. My flute, my lovely fluty flute. I don't.
Oh my God.
I got nothing. So we're in the car driving. The car driving girl, and they're trying to figure out what the watch means. And Maddie asks, "How are you the head of a detective agency?" He's like, "Well, I know things. I'm very good at this." So they pull over at newspaper stand. He's like, "Get today's paper, look at the obits." And there's Jonathan Kaplan, who was killed by being run over very slowly. And the punk stole the watch from him.
Yes. That punk. Such a punk.
Well, that means David's got a plan.
David's got a plan.
Girl, I'm even wearing powder foundation right now, but it's such cheap powder foundation you can't even tell.
I was literally like, "Are you?"
I tried to apply it, and then I tried to apply it again. I just kept on applying it, and girl, this is like 4 coats.
Girl, get yourself a stick foundation.
Girl, I'm not putting on stick foundation. Do you want to see me sweat right here in front of God and everyone?
I want to see you sweat, baby. Let the music take control. Let the rhythm move you. Sweat. Come on, Martha Posh.
Oh, you stopped. I'm still. Okay, you're whatever your noise is, whatever noise you're making, the microphone's not even picking up, girl. It's decided that is you have broken the solenoid in there.
I've done that before.
So we're at the widow's, and she has some hair.
Girl, I am into her. She's a hoot.
She's like, you would think I'm upset, but I'm just okay. I'm fine with it. Johnny was always wearing the watch. He wore 2 watches. His father was a clockmaker. He was a flyer when World War II got shot down. Okay.
Oh.
Some Nazis asked him to smuggle $4 million.
Not Nancy's.
Nazis, 4 million ruble doll hairs in diamonds to the United States of America.
Oh, okay.
Well, the dad hid the diamonds. A dude offered 5,000 ruble doll hairs for the watch, which is the key to the diamonds.
Got it.
After the dad's death, Johnny said no.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, was he a 35-year-old? Mr. Businessman's supposed to be 35 years old, girl.
What?
Yeah, a 35-year-old man? No, he was an old man. Yes, Mr. Businessman, 35 years old. 35 years old, Mr. Businessman.
Y'all, come on now.
I
You
mean,
should do
girl,
better than
I'm
that.
looking great.
You look amazing. You're a model. You're Linda Evangelista. They love you. You look delightful.
I look like somebody we went to high school with right now.
Oh, no.
One of my old friends, actually,
Oh,
with the hair, the styled. Hold on here. I'm messaging you.
Oh, no. I'm so scared right now.
I just realized this right now. I do.
Oh, you're doing Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
This is disturbing.
Disturbia. Disturbia. I've never known any of the words except for
You ever
Disturbia.
hear from her anymore? Have you heard from her anytime recently?
No.
I'm just asking. Yeah. Just want to know.
I know. So we're back at the car,
All right.
and David adjusts the window, and he's like, or mirror, and he's like, he sees a dead man in the back seat. And he's like, Maddie, I need to ask you to do something, but without asking why. Why? Well, there's a dead man in the back seat, and I want you not to turn around. She turns around, she screams, and she's like, I am going to the police with this watch right here, right now.
Now, in Maddie's defense, she probably wasn't going to do that until a guy leaned over and actually landed on her seat a little bit. I think that's what made her kind of turn around.
That's true. That's probably true.
In her defense.
So we're at a bar, and Maddie is very upset. She's trying to call 911, trying to call the cops. David's handing her some kamikazes, which, have you ever had a kamikaze shot?
I didn't know what that was.
It's just basically, I believe it's just vodka and sour mix.
Ooh.
Hold on here. Let's see how close I am.
That sounds weird. I can see why it's called that, though. That would be a lot to take in. Like, the sourness and the vodka taste. Like, that would be a lot.
So it's supposed to be vodka, orange liqueurs, like triple sec, and lime juice, but it's usually just vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. That seems like a lot to...
It's pretty good. It's basically, when it's done
You
right,
like sour stuff, though.
well, it tastes like a vodka margarita when it's done right. Do you not like margaritas?
I do.
Are you wasting away again in Margaritaville?
Not
Working
yet.
on that lost shaker, looking for that lost shaker of salt.
Girl, I broke that stuff, honey.
Some people
I got to
claim
watch my sodium, honey. I got to watch
that there's a woman to blame, but there's not. It's your own damn fault.
There's always a woman to blame, honey. It's the woman inside.
So Maddie and David dance. Just dance. It'll be okay. Right. Just dance.
Yep.
And they're like, Maddie's like, I've never really danced in a place like this. And he says, like all of the big clubs, it's who you know.
I don't.
Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Nothing.
No, it was
Nothing.
meh.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Maddie asks if he thinks she's cold.
Oh.
And he's like, of course not. Blah, 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 blah. The cab's here. She turns to leave, turns around, says, you know, I did have fun.
Oh.
He stole the watch back.
Yes.
Ah, goodness.
Tenderness, followed by betrayal.
So it's next day at the office, and they've changed the signage, say Blue Moon Detective Agency.
Oh.
Maddie is here, and she is upset. She walks in, everybody screams, thank you, Miss Hayes, for she's a jolly good fellow. It's very much like Clue the movie. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow. She busted David's office, and she loses him. She even picks up like a brick or something. I don't know what it was.
I think it looked like a planner to me.
Yeah, and
Of some kind.
he said, "You're not going to throw that at me," and she throws it at him and breaks the window.
She did it.
She did it.
Don't mess with her.
Don't mess with her. Well, he figured out where the diamonds are. He put the numbers into the computer.
Okay.
It's, girl, this is a 1980s computer, not connected to the interweb. That you know, ran all of these programs to correlate these numbers. Imagine how many times he had to flip that floppy drive over. Whatever
It can
programs.
still do the numbers. It's doing the numbers. There's numbers.
Girl, do you know how long it would take that computer to do those numbers?
Hey, you saw all those papers laying all over the place, so
Yeah, and that dot matrix printer.
you know the neighbors were like anybody that's near that office was just like all night. I miss dot matrix printers.
And then the blinking light because something's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Good times.
So he figured out that the numbers on the watch are longitude and latitude.
Oh.
You may know them as the sisters from Sister Sister.
Yes, those sisters were amazing. I love how they crisscross all the time. It's so
Crisscross will make you jump.
good. Stop it.
He will.
Still?
Yes.
Still?
Yes.
And the daddy back? What?
Yes, it'll make you jump.
Oh my god.
Jump.
Oh.
Girl, even the Mac Daddy
Oh.
will make you
Jump?
jump.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
White people raising the roof right now. Oh,
Love it.
God.
This is the best wedding reception ever. God, I remember when that song was out, and I used to know every word of that song.
It was a good song.
It was a good song, right? Like,
Yeah.
not just crazy. Like, it was
No,
good.
I mean, yes, but no. It's you are just crazy, and it is a good song. I think it'd be two things, man. Well, it must be the yeahs because we're in a map room.
Oh my god, I love the map rooms.
We find out that the longitude and latitude leads us to northwest corner of 9th and Broadway.
Got it. Okay, that's very specific.
So they drive over there, and it's a clock on a tower that matches the watch. It looks exactly the same.
Oh. But how are they going to get up the tower?
Well, they climb up.
Oh, dang.
So
That seems dangerous.
they're at the very top, and David decides to climb up. But he's like, it's very difficult for men to climb because of slippery hormones.
Yes.
Because of evolution, men are a little bit older than women, and
slippier, like because they have less hair. Was this thing? It was very weird to me.
It was a sexism, but it was like a funny sexism because he knew it was sexism, and she was like, "Do you believe?" No, I don't believe you.
Yeah, he was just,
So Maddie climbs up, and he's like,
yes, she does.
You need to go over to that number 9 because that's where it is. Now, she's doing this all in like 6-inch heels too, right?
I know.
And
a queen, honey, like a queen.
I would also like to say the first time I watched this, I have fear of heights. And
me too.
This scene made me very uncomfortable.
Me too.
I watched on the big TV downstairs. Luckily, the second time through, I watched on my computer monitor because it was oh no, I have to look away. Oh no, I have to. Even though I know that they are like 1.5 feet off the ground max.
It didn't matter. I had the same problem.
Yeah,
I got very shaky. I got actually like my legs got wobbly and stuff. So.
Well, girl, that's just because you forgot to take your pills.
Hey, now, I can't help it that I forget to take my water pills every couple of days. It's hard for some of us to remember things.
And just eat a biscuit.
Jesus is a biscuit. Let it suck you up. Jesus is a biscuit.
Girl, I don't know why, but whenever you hit that high note, you luckily blow out your microphone.
I'm not even singing very loud.
Maybe that's what it is. You aren't singing loud, so it's not picking it up. Because it turns into
yeah.
You sound like a velociraptor from.
Ooh, velociraptor realness. Yes. Yes. Claw that runway. Yeah.
Well, she gets stuck on the minute hand. And David's like, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. So she climbs up to the top of the minute hand. He comes over with a ladder. She kicks the like glass beside the number, and a bag falls to the ground.
Oh my god!
So the ladder, she's on top of this ladder, and the ladder starts leaning back, and she is now holding on to this ladder over the city.
Yes.
And this is where it started freaking me out.
Don't freak out, honey.
Yeah.
Don't freak out.
So David walks over, gets her off the ladder. She hugs him, and we find out that the bag is full of diamonds.
Diamonds? Are they white diamonds?
These have always brought me luck. Girl, I still that commercial because it is just somebody hit rewind on her going backwards through that sheet.
So
she didn't even have to leave the bed for that shot. Go on.
I didn't want to say this to you because you always make fun of me, but literally, and it wasn't me, White Diamond's perfume came into one of the improv sketches last night.
Were you wearing it?
No. It wasn't my team that did it. It was another team that brought it up, and I was like, "That's awkward." I didn't know I didn't know anybody else had a reference for it like we did.
I didn't think so.
So basically, briefly, the mother, she was an alcoholic, but that was the only thing she drank. That was the only alcohol she drank was White Diamonds by Elizabeth.
How very kitty Dukakis. The old man shows up, and he's got a gun.
Oh no!
So David pushes Maddie away.
Okay.
Hands her the diamonds, and he goes off onto the ladder.
Whoa!
And Maddie throws him the diamonds. The old man goes over the ladder, like crawls over. The ladder bends down.
Yes.
David has the ability to save him, but the old man grabs the bag, and the bag rips. The old man falls to his death, and David crawls back up.
Oh.
What's the next day?
Sad?
We're at Maddie's. David asks her to do business. She's thinking about it, but she needs another day.
Okay.
And he's like, same time tomorrow? She says, same time tomorrow.
Yes!
They open the door. There are reporters there. No statement today. Do 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 do.
So good.
What did the Al Jarreau Moonlighting song play?
The beautiful Moonlighting.
Do you like that song?
Yes.
Oh.
I think it's this lot of nostalgia, right?
Oh,
like,
God, it's such a bad song.
oh, I don't think I love Al Jarreau though. So
Is it Jarreau? I thought it was Giroux.
Al Jarreau.
Al Jarreau.
Yeah.
Al Jarreau.
He was so popular in the 80s.
Did they have some flowers for him?
Flowers? What?
Algernon, get it? Anyway. Girl.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Ma'am, did you enjoy this mess that we're getting started on?
I did. I love this
Me
show.
too. It is so much fun. It's such a refreshing. It's refreshing. It's refreshing.
Like a spritz.
Like a spritz. Oh, God.
I love a good spritz. Ooh.
Like a spritz, girl.
Like
well, May,
a
why don't
nice-
you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
All right. Yes. Hi, dear listeners. It's me, Auntie Mame. You can find me hosting the Amazing Colossal Karaoke every Thursday night at Kill Your Idol on Miami Beach, performing improv with the Villain Theater in Miami, commenting on the It's Happening Out network, and just all my social medias and all that can be found at I'mYourAuntieMame.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at DivineMissMims.com. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
What?
That's right. If you go to patreon.com, boop, boop, Mims and Mame, you can throw some money. And Mame, you know what you get? You get to watch
Early
this
access.
podcast right here.
Yes.
This one right here with us in the lightest of
Yes.
drag
The
early.
lightest of drag.
Dear
So
listeners,
light.
this is light drag.
This is light drag, yes.
Hey, Mame.
Yes.
Name.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have 2 other podcasts?
Stop it.
That's right. We have Baking Sugar, our Designing Women podcast, and You Slay Me, our Murder, She Wrote podcast. Hey, Mame.
Yes.
Hey, Mame.
Yes.
Did you know we have merchandise?
Say what?
That's right. If you go to mimsandmame.com, you can buy something. Hey, Mame.
Yeah.
Mame, 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 and
Yes,
Mame.
yes. Come on,
You know what I love?
What do you love? Oh, yeah, I know what you love. 5-star review.
That's right, Mame. I love 5-star reviews. And dear listeners, it would really mean a lot if you would leave us one. Hey, Mame. Mame, 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 Mame.
Yeah.
Mame, Mame,
Yes.
Mame, Mame. Could you speak up, Mame?
Yes.
Thank you, Mame. Mame, did you know that you could reach out to us?
Say what?
That's right, Mame. You can send us an email at mimsandmame@gmail.com, or you can send us a text at 704-380-0618.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, Mame. Yeah. Well, I don't even have the right mouse here.
Wow. Is it a rat? I don't understand.
Mame, do you have anything else to add?
No.
Then just say goodnight, Mame.
Good night, Mame.
Bye, y'all.